Se você é um apaixonado por filmes faroestes, você está no canal correto. Apenas Faroeste. Filmes e séries inesquecíveis. Curta esse canal. Inscreva-se e participe do seu crescimento. Compartilhe nas suas redes sociais. Apenas Faroeste.
What's the matter? What's the matter? Think you got cheated?
No, but I make a mistake on this Mendoza cattle deal. Paul skinned me alive.
Hey, that's not a bad idea, skin you alive. You know, we'd have a rug for the living room, one for the upstairs bedroom, the hallway.
Very funny.
Give me the first one. The sea bag. Been a fine journey, lad. Pleased to have made your acquaintance, you might say. Aye, sir. Good luck to you.
Hey, Andy, got a mail in there from Cartwright's?
I ain't sure, Horace. Let me go through the pouch.
There won't be any letter from Adam, if that's what you're looking for.
What makes you so sure, mister?
Obviously, you must be Little Joe. And you must be Hoss. My name's Gilly Maples. I'm pleased to meet you.
Gilly Maples!
Oh, Gilly Maples! You're on the boat with Adam, ain't you? I was. Only they call it a ship.
Hey, Adam wrote us about the time you pulled him out of the water and saved his life.
Oh, well, that wasn't anything.
That burn Paul's gonna bust wide open when he hears you're in town.
Kidding.
Well, now, look, I've already got a room reserved.
You haven't got a
hotel.
room. You got a room at the Ponderosa, and that's it.
Come
Oh,
on.
no, wait a minute. No, I got a room in the hotel.
We're not gonna hear anything. We're at the Ponderosa, and that's it.
Hey, Hoss!
No, you got a room.
Hey,
Ain't nothing there from Adam.
No, look, I've got the hotel.
That's what you think, Andy.
Hey, how's he doing? How's he doing?
All right.
Hey, Pa! Hey, Pa, what do you see who's here?
Mr. Cartwright, he not here all day.
Hey, he must be working on those dipping pens. He's getting ready for the Mendoza herd.
He's gonna be tickled pink to see you anyhow, though, Gilly.
Well, look, I really don't think this is such a good idea. I can just easily go back to town and put up at the
Now,
hotel.
look, you're talking silly again. You kidding? Pa, it'd skin us alive if we didn't keep you out here. I'll make sure I'm gonna put your bag upstairs.
Well, I guess I just don't have much choice in the matter, huh?
That's right, you sure don't. I'll see if old Hop Sing King rustles up something to eat. Makes that home.
Right. This is Mr. Cartwright. Not Adam. A shipmate of his. My name's Gilly Maples.
Of course, of course. Adam wrote me about you. Well, welcome to the Ponderosa. How's my son?
See, you met Gilly.
I sure did.
Hey, you sold a surprise, huh?
Yeah, what a surprise.
Hey, put
Wonderful
your bag
surprise.
up in Adam's room.
Oh, I appreciate that very much.
Hop Sing's getting you some dinner ready.
Hey, well, come on, we'll go upstairs and
Yeah,
get one.
wait. Enough is enough now. It's one thing to shower hospitality in our guests. It's another thing to drown them in it. Now, which is it going to be? Food or rest?
Well, that food sounds mighty tempting.
All right, come on, let's have some.
Hop Sing,
All right.
fix the table. We got a very
Where do I have you?
Where do I go? Over here? No.
Hop Sing, we're about out of food, looks like.
I fix plenty more. You want a family. You got appetite just like Mr. Adam.
Oh, nothing more for me, thanks. I'm afraid if I'd have another bite, I'd weigh more than this chair could take.
You don't have to worry about that. We've had them all reinforced for obvious reasons.
Gilly, I didn't want to interrupt while you were eating, but I wonder...
Adam's fine, Mr. Cartwright. Never better.
Good. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Did he say anything about visiting at any time?
No, sir, I don't think so. He had hoped to be in San Francisco long enough to get home for a few days, but, well, when he heard about this ship pulling out for the South Seas, I guess that was a chance he just couldn't pass up.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. First Hawaii, and then the whaling grounds, I figure.
Adam thinks that the whale herds are being thinned out too fast, that something's going to have to take the place of whale oil. Thinks maybe Copra's the thing.
Well, it sounds like Adam, all right.
Adam always had a lot of ideas on board, too. Like the sails.
Sails?
And he told the first mate that they could get more speed out of the longboats if they rigged the sails a different way. Well, now, this mate, he wasn't too happy about someone telling him how to rig the sails.
No, I don't imagine he would.
Well, the point is that...
Adam was right.
No, he was dead wrong. The boat capsized the first time they tried it. You know, every time Adam talked about all of you, he'd smile. I'm beginning to understand why now.
Gilly, I can't offer you any rum. I know you prefer that, but how about some brandy?
Aye, sir.
Right to that.
Back in those days, a herd of whales would extend as far as the horizon. It wasn't a question of could you take the whales, it was a question of which one first. New Bedford was the center of the world, man. That's changed, huh?
Well, nowadays you gotta look long and hard, Mr. Cartwright.
You know, Pa, speaking of herds, when's that Mendoza cattle supposed to arrive?
I clean forgot to tell you, fellas. One of Mendoza's advance riders came by today. That herd's been delayed 2 weeks on the trail up from Mexico.
Adam showed me the letter that you wrote to him about all that.
Oh, yeah?
It must be quite a thing to set up, all the way from Mexico.
Well, this deal took 6 months to set up.
You know, Paul, that delay could help us. It'll give us a little more time to round up that gold.
The gold?
Yeah, Mendoza doesn't have too much faith in governments. He wants everything in pure gold.
Mr. Cartwright, I hope you don't mind Adam showing me your letters.
No, of course not. Why should I mind?
Well, it's just that I never had what you could call a proper family. And, well, reading letters like yours, I sort of adopted you in my mind. Sounds kind of silly, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't sound silly at all. Matter of fact, I'm kind of glad that Adam adopted you as a friend. Somebody can swim and pull him out of the drink.
Adam would have done the same thing, Mr. Cartwright.
Well, of course he would, but that doesn't change our feeling toward you.
You remember this?
Oh, yeah. To my son, Adam. I gave each of the boys one of these money clips.
Well, you remember you were talking about feeling. Well, Adam felt the same way as you. That's why he gave me that right after I pulled him out of the water.
I'm glad he did.
Only I can't keep it, Mr. Cartwright.
Why not?
Because it was meant to be his.
Well, he wanted you to have it. He gave it to you.
No, sir, I just can't. No, he wouldn't take it back. But I'm asking you, as a favor, to take it. You keep it for him.
Sure.
Well, now, I better be getting back to town.
Well,
Do you mind if I borrow one of your horses?
oh, no, of course not. But
Thanks a lot. All of you.
Well, Gilly, there's no necessity to go back to town. We have plenty of room.
No,
here.
sir,
You stay
Mr.
here.
Cartwright. It just wouldn't work. Thanks a lot.
Gilly, you're welcome here, buddy.
Well, help him saddle up one of the horses. You're going to have an awfully unhappy mare there unless you put a saddle blanket on first. Gilly? You're a seafaring fella. You know, on board ship, everything's done a certain way. It's the way it is out here. You just don't turn down a man's invite unless you have a good reason. Have you got a good reason?
I told you I don't want to be in the way.
And I told you that you're not in the way. If that's your reason.
No, Mr. Cartwright, that's not the reason. People like me, we just don't fit in. Especially not around a place like this. A place with a family.
Oh, come on now, Gilly.
Mr. Cartwright, I've had the wrong shoe on the wrong foot for just as long as I can remember. Other fellas, they dream about running away to sea. For me, I was a cabin boy at 8. And I hated it. Some of the other fellas on board, like Adam, they'd stand at the rail for hours just staring out over the horizon. But the ocean only made me feel lonely. Because there aren't any markers on the ocean. And I'm a man who needs markers.
Well, you know what are you going to do? The sea's the only thing you know.
I'll find something.
Yeah, but what do you want?
I want to have me a place. A place. Somewhere I can look at and say, this is where Gilly Maples belongs. I want a plot of ground when I go. Not just to be tossed over the side in 6 feet of sailcloth.
Well, you know, young fella, you sound just like the kind of man we need around here. Now, heaven knows there's plenty of land. All we need is a man to work it. And you'll get the know-how.
I will. One way or another.
Well, first thing you're going to have to learn is not to put a saddle on backwards. Young man, I'm trying to give you a chance to learn these things. Now, I'm not doing it out of the goodness of my own heart or because you're a friend of Adam's. I want you to be a friend of mine, too. Before you leave here, I want you to find that place that you want so badly. Let me have my own way in this. Let me be selfish about it. Huh? Attaboy. Now, you get yourself inside. We'll see if he can outfit you in some of Adam's old clothes. Get you some land clothes to go with those land legs of yours.
Mr. Cartwright, I just don't know
said
how
get
to...
inside now, didn't I? Wait a minute. I can't let any guest of mine take a saddle off his own horse. Frontwards or backwards.
Thank you, Mr. Cartwright.
There you go. Climb aboard, Gilly.
This is the same horse I tried to saddle last night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same one. Why?
He didn't look so big then.
Let me tell you something, Gilly. Horses are a lot stronger and a lot bigger than men, but they ain't got something you got. You got brains, they ain't.
Listen, if I had any brains, I don't think I'd be doing this at all. Well, it's the first time for everything. Here we go. I don't think that's right.
Hey, you gotta face the end with the head on it.
Try again.
There you go.
All right. Oh. How am I doing so far?
I think you're a natural-born rider.
Well, at riding, I don't know, but sitting there in that saddle, you're doing a real good job.
Good.
Go on, give her a little kick. She'll start.
Oh, I don't want to hurt her.
Oh, Gilly, you ain't gonna hurt her.
Can't talk them out of it, old girl. I'm sorry. Well, here we go.
Hey, come on, relax, Gilly. She's not gonna bite you.
Don't give her any ideas.
Oh, look at him bounce.
Ride him, cowboy. Loosen up your rein, Gilly.
I think I've had enough.
You've got a lot to learn yet, Gilly.
You're just getting started. Stay with it.
Hey, I mean it. I think I've had enough. How do you stop this thing? Stop. Slow up at least. Get me and stop her, please. Please. Help. Never happened before. Never.
Well, look, Gilly, as soon as you get used to the horse...
Oh, no, it's not that. It's for the first time in my life. After all those years on the sea, here I'm 1,000 miles from the nearest ocean. I think I'm going to be seasick.
How you feeling any better?
Oh, sure, Joe. Just fine. Thanks.
Here, I'm... No, I reckon that's sort of a bad suggestion, wasn't it?
Well, it's the thought that counts. Well, what's next? Aside from riding a horse, that is.
Oh, well, I'm sure we got a terrific stream not too far from the house. Trout about that size. We could have a good time.
No. I mean, what's next in the way of work?
Gilly, you're our guest. We don't want you running around doing chores and such.
No, sit down, relax.
I'm a guest.
Well, all right. Yeah, relax a little bit.
Well, so I'm a guest, huh? Bring me something to eat.
There. What's that?
No. I don't mean anything like that. Bring me a roast like we had last night.
Well, that takes Hop saying a half a day or so, Gilly, to fix something like that.
You just don't whip that thing up in a minute, you know.
Well, that doesn't matter to me. I haven't got a schedule to keep. After all, I'm a guest.
You know, Gilly, I think we just changed our mind about the whole thing while we've been sitting here talking.
Well, if I can't be a slave, I want to be a master.
You got a deal. Hello, slave.
Yeah. I'm happy to break your back.
Well, how's this for starters? I'm going to go in town to livery stable. I got some stuff to bring in there. You come along?
That sounds just fine.
How about you?
Still a sandwich, ain't they?
You answer my question.
Right. Thank you.
Joe, there's just one thing.
Yeah.
The next time you want to be nice to a whaler, Don't invite him to go fishing.
You got a point. Gilly, you got a point.
Sure he's open? I don't see anyone around.
Yeah, he's open. He's probably out having lunch or something.
You mean he just leaves it like that? The door's wide open?
Well, Dave says there's only one thing a blacksmith's got worth stealing. There's not too many folks around strong enough to lift an anvil.
Well, you sure wouldn't find that kind of thinking on a ship. Hey, you gotta watch your belongings every minute, or...
Well, what?
Well, they're liable to get stolen. Let me give you a hand with that.
Don't worry about it. We got 3 more of them in the wagon. Hey, first thing you better do is go over and talk to that fella in the gray suit across the street. That's Mr. Bannerman. He's the clerk at the hotel. You got to cancel that reservation of yours. He'll have his books messed up for a month.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks.
Sure thing, friend. What can I do for you?
I wonder if you could give me some information.
Well, I'll try. But if it's work clothes you're looking for, well, I'd say go down to the Mercantile. They got good quality with a pretty fair price.
Thanks a lot. Being a stranger in town, I just didn't know.
No trouble at all, friend. No trouble at all.
Did you get everything straightened out?
Yeah.
Wasn't mad about you canceling the reservation, was he?
No, not a bit.
Here we are. Logbook, Lucy B., Master, Ben Cartwright. You know where I got this logbook?
No.
From John Williams. Does he still have his ship's chandlery in New Bedford?
He does. But his sons help him run it now.
Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah. See? I was right. 8 days out of New Bedford when that black squall hit. Gilly, I'll tell you, it was like doomsday all at once. 2 masts snapped like matchsticks.
2?
2 of them. When that wind came up...
What's the matter?
Excuse me.
What for?
Well, here I am talking to a fellow who wants to leave the sea, and what do I talk about? The sea.
It's all right, Mr. Cartwright. I don't mind.
Well, just the same, you'll find that the sea and this part of the country are very much alike. They demand the same things of a man. That's what I told Adam this morning.
You told Adam?
Yeah, I wrote him a letter. Told him about you visiting us.
Well, I wish I could be here to read his answer.
Oh, you will then?
Mr. Cartwright, I'm afraid I can only stay long enough to see that big Mexican herd get in. And I don't think Adam's reply can get here by then.
Oh, of course it can. Oz got the letter on this morning's stage, which means it can catch the fast packet to Hawaii. No, Adam's reply and the herd from Mexico should be arriving just about the same time.
It's me. I've got to talk to you. It's important.
You don't have the brains of an oyster. This is the last place we should be seen.
Morgan, I had to. Something's come up.
Bilge! Whatever it is can't be that important.
Morgan, we can't go through with it.
Say it again, lad. I surely didn't hear you proper.
Cartwright sent a letter to his boy this morning. He thinks that the answer will get here before the herd arrives.
Go on.
Well, Morgan, they'll know.
And what'll they do? You've committed no crime. And if the letter arrives after the herd, we'll have the gold and be gone. It's simple.
Everything's simple to you. I wish I could feel that way.
You used to. What changed your feelings?
Look, when you got that letter out of Cartwright's sea bag, well, I thought, like you, that it was a good chance to get some easy money.
It still is, lad.
Since then, I've gotten to know these people.
Would you like to call it off, then?
Would you be willing to consider it, Morgan?
I'd sooner give up my eyes, lad. Look at you. You got the guts of a barnacle and the spine of a jellyfish. Now look, lad. I've helped you. I taught you things, didn't I? All sorts of things.
Yes.
I took you as a runny-nosed snip of a cabin boy, and I showed you what it was to be a man, didn't I?
Yes.
Taught you the currents that can run deep in a man, that can spew forth like the struck whales, boiling black blood.
Yes.
Well, my boy, none of the things I taught you, none of them, are more important than this. You and I, we travel no more with a baitfish, lad. We move alone, like sharks. You'll trust me on this? Won't you, Gilly?
Yeah, you're looking real pretty. How you doing, Gilly?
Okay.
You're starting to look real good on that horse.
Thanks, but I'm not in your class yet.
Well, things take time. We'll have you riding with the best of them before you know it. I'd hate to think about all the things I'd have to learn about ships in the sea.
Oh, that's not so. I could teach you what you'd have to know in no time.
And we both got things we could learn.
You want to learn about sailing and such?
Well, not to be a regular sailor, but, you know, I get letters from Adam. He talks about things he's seen, places he's gone. It's a lot different than the Ponderosa.
Different, yeah. It is that. Depends upon what a man wants for himself, doesn't it?
Yep. If you don't want a sick horse on your hands, you better get him in a barn and get him rubbed down.
Like you say, I've got a lot to learn. Come on.
I'm not going to leave you, don't you worry. We've been together too long.
Hopsay's cooking gets better all the time, don't it?
Sure. Well, you didn't like it before, huh?
Well, it was tolerant, just tolerant.
Now, I'll tell you something. Hopsing's been outdoing himself ever since Gilly got here.
Well, in that case, Gilly, my thanks.
How about a game of checkers?
No, thanks. I was thinking about heading upstairs to bed.
What's the matter, Gilly? Eat too much?
No. I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Well, what about you, big brother? How about a whooping?
Yeah, let's see about that woman.
Good night.
Night, Gilly.
Good night.
Yeah, Gilly. I like that young fellow. Has either one of you noticed that he bears a certain resemblance to...
Adam? Is that what you're going to say, Paul?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, I was about to say that.
Hey, you know, Hoss and I were talking about that the other day. We think there's quite a resemblance.
They got one thing in common. He takes off by himself every time he's got a thought or a notion he can't shake loose from.
I'm glad you both noticed it. I begin to think my imagination was running a little wild.
Wonder why he was so quiet at supper tonight.
Yeah, he was quiet, wasn't he? You know, here he is, a young man who's never had a home, never had the permanency of a family. He suddenly found people who like him and accept him. He begins to think that one day pretty soon he's going to have to leave all this. I guess that would quiet a man down, thinking that, if that's what he was thinking. So it's no mystery to me why he was subdued.
No. And I don't imagine it was to Gilly either.
Easy now, girl. Quiet and easy.
Well, now, lass. You're a bonny beauty, aren't you? Come here.
I should go downstairs.
Why? Aren't I treating you with respect, like a proper gentleman?
It's not that, Mr. Morgan. It's that I've got a job to keep.
Job? You listen to me, my girl. I'm no ordinary sea scum. I'm going to be rich. Do you know what it's like to be rich?
No, sir.
It's like nothing you've ever known. Gentlemen tip their hats to you in the street, and servants jump when you bark at them. And the ladies? Oh, the ladies, they smile sweetly at you and they say, no, sir, and yes, sir.
Really, Mr. Morgan, I'll get fired if I don't go back to the saloon.
You aren't going anywhere till I give the word. Be gone here, wherever the devil you may be.
Morgan, it's me.
Blast your eyes, lad, you've come at a bad time.
I had to see you.
She brought me a bottle from below. Here you are, lass. Keep the change. Bless you for your kindness. Stow a little of that rum in your bilge, lad. Tell me your news.
Mendoza's herd arrives in the morning.
By heaven, it's done. Our luck runs ripe, lad. When do they get the gold?
In the morning, early. As soon as the bank opens.
How will it be guarded?
From the bank by 3 ranch hands, Mr. Cartwright, and me.
No good, no good. Too many people. At the ranch house, what happens then?
He'll put the gold in the safe until the Spaniard arrives.
How many guards then?
Most of the men will be busy with the herd.
Aye. That's it. We'll strike then like 2 sharks on a weary swimmer. Pour us a drink, lad. We'll drink to our fortune and our glorious future.
Where'll we go when it's done?
Have you ever known the Caribbean, lad?
Yes.
Hot nights, rum sweeter than any you ever put your tongue to, and bonny girls with a hot sun in their limbs. It's a musical land. To fair weather and a running sea. Gilly? I was just reading before turning in. Thought I heard a horse riding.
That was me, Mr. Cartwright. I couldn't sleep. I thought a ride might cool my head.
Yeah, funny. Once you've been to sea, you're on land, it's hard to get to sleep at nights.
You miss the feel of the sea, the creaking of the ropes at night.
And the roll of the ship and the wind.
And the flapping of the sails.
Yeah, once you've been to sea, it never leaves you. It's always part of you. And ships, they're like women you've loved.
You feel bad about leaving the sea?
No. Life has been good to me here at the Ponderosa.
Yes. You do have a good life here.
Yes, we do. And I'm glad you're sharing it with us. Well, probably get to bed. We got a big day tomorrow.
Aye, sir.
Good night, Gilly.
Good night, sir.
Are you sure you don't want me to get Sheriff coffee?
Oh, well, Bob, you'll have to go to Carson City to do that.
It's a lot of money.
Well, that's going to buy a lot of cattle. Now, stop worrying. We ain't got 4 guns besides myself. All right, boys, let's move out.
Right.
Then you better get over to the cattle dipping, report the horse there.
Yes, sir.
And tell little Joe to have Senor Mendoza come by as soon as they start dipping the cattle.
I'll do that. You sure you don't want one of us to stay on guard here, just in case?
Oh, no. Gilly and I'll take care of things. We'll be all right. Oh, Hop Singh set the chuck wagon up in Wilson's drawer. Stop off there if you're hungry.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's get that gold inside and open her up.
Oh, why do that?
I think Senor Mendoza will want to see what he's getting.
Well, doesn't he trust you?
Sometimes I don't know if he trusts himself. There. Help you?
No, I can manage.
There it is. Gilly, a lot of cattle right in there.
Look, you don't need me here. Why don't I put my horse away? Mr. Cartwright? All right, now stand up. Slow and easy. All right, now, drop your gun belt. Come on, come on, come on. All right, now kick it over here.
Gil, if you want this gun back, you better come and get it.
Get over there. Go on. Go on! Please. I don't want to have to use this gun on you.
You think you could use it, Gilly?
I assure you, sir, he'll use it. He's a good boy, my Gilly. He'll do what I tell him.
Who's this, Gilly?
A man who wants to see you open that safe.
Gilly, who's this man?
Never mind who I am.
No, wait. Leave him be. I know the combination.
So this was your plan, Gilly?
Shut up! You know, Gilly, being as you know the combination, we don't need Cartwright no more. Gilly, do you hear, lad?
Morgan, will you shut up? I gotta concentrate on these numbers.
How much longer is it going to take you?
Not much longer.
What?
Not much longer. Just a few seconds.
There it shines, lad. There it shines. You know what you're going to do now, Gilly?
Yes, I know.
Hurry, lad.
Look, I'll fire a shot into the air, and then you can escape.
Won't work, Gilly. We'll get over what you're doing to us with the gold, but you'll never get over what you're doing to yourself, Gilly.
I've got to go through with it. Don't you see that?
Yeah, well, you better take all of the gold. Boys, I want you to have that. Their way of saying they'd like to have you stay.
What's the matter with you, Gilly? Have I got to do this for you? Morgan, no! You keep out of this! Mistake, Cartwright. Those boys of yours won't even recognize you by the time this gets through with you.
have been honest with you.
It's all right, Gilly.
I never knew people like you before. I'm gonna have a place like this. A place where I belong.
Wish I could have helped you find your market, Gilly.
What'd you find out?
Well, I found out enough. And too much.
Paul, how come Gilly would hook up with this Morgan?
He didn't, Hoss. Gilly Maples is still on board that ship with Adam. See, Morgan and the young fellow we knew as Gilly Maples were shipmates of Adam's. They heard him talking about the cattle and the gold, and, well, it was Morgan's idea. He stole Adam's money clip from the real Gilly Maples. Well, you know the rest.
Geez, he fit in so well, it's hard to believe he was an imposter.
Yeah. Sure is, isn't it? I prefer to believe he wasn't an imposter. I think I prefer to believe that there are two Gilly Maples. The one that saved Adam's life at sea, and the one that saved my life. Let's get home.